The mind is empty. Whether the mind is real or unreal, it is that which is apprehended in objects of perception. Okay, whether the mind is real or unreal, it is that which is apprehended in objects of perception. The mind is that which is apprehended in the object of perception. Whatever the mind is perceiving, the mind becomes that. Understand? The mind is becoming that. When it is perceiving Brahman, the mind is becoming Brahman. And that is why spiritual people or spiritual masters tells you to perceive that you are that Brahman. You are not this name. Whenever you are perceiving this name, you are becoming this name. And when you are perceiving that you are that Brahman, you are becoming that Brahman. You are becoming that Brahman. You are becoming that Atman. You are becoming that self. Understand? So, perception. Soham, Soham, Soham. I am that, I am that, I am that. Always, always inside. Soham, Soham, Soham. Going on. I am that, I am that, I am that. Like, we were reading. What we were reading? Vasistha was telling us about the gateways of liberation. About the 4 gateways of liberation. Within these 4 gateways, there is one gateway which is called self-enquiry. Who am I? Who am I? Self-enquiry. What is the answer? I am the self. I am not this, what I see now. I am not this, what I am seeing now. I am always the self. I am always the self. I am always the self. This perception will come. It will come. It will grow. It will grow strong. It will grow strong. And when it grows strong, in the strongest way, it will bring with it the experience also. As the perception of external objects brings the experience of the external objects, the perception of that non-dual infinite self which cannot be comprehended, contemplated, cannot be perceived, the perception of that entity which cannot be perceived will give you the experience of that particular existence. It's also true. And that is why mind is so important. Ram? Huh?
It cannot be perceived.
It cannot be perceived. But it can be perceived in this way, that I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. I am that. I am that self, which is always beyond this. That is also a perception. I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. I am always beyond that. I am always beyond thought. I am always beyond speech. I am always beyond my mind. I am always beyond my ego. I am the self. I am the self. And that is why a name is given to it. Self. A name is given to it. The self. Atman. Brahman. Understand? The name is given. So when the name is given, so in this way, when you perceive this, in this way, you will see that you have gone to that stage. That is called samadhi. That state is called samadhi. When you have the direct experience of that self. When you have the direct experience of that self is called samadhi. I am perceiving that I am the self, but I don't have the experience now. I don't have the experience now. But as my perception is growing stronger and stronger and stronger, I am coming close to that self. How? How I am coming close to the self? Because whenever I am perceiving about the self, what I am doing, I am going away from this external world. I am going away from this external world. When I am going away from this external world, when I am going away from darkness means what? I am coming closer to light. I am going away from darkness. I am going away from ignorance. The perception of this world is ignorance. So when I am going away from the perception of this world, I am going away from ignorance. And when I am going away from ignorance means what? I am coming close to knowledge. I am coming closer to knowledge. At one time in this process, I become that knowledge. That state is called samadhi. Samadhi. Nirvikalpa samadhi. That state. Where I become this. The knowledge, the knower, and the known becomes one. You don't remain two, three, you become one. Okay, so I come to this conclusion.